What Allah is saying is when you sign the passport document and say, look, I swear an oath to my king of allegiance to the king, your Islamic Allah knows you are clearly lying. It's a meaningless oath. And therefore he says, look, I won't hold you accountable to that oath. So in other words, the Islamic Allah makes Muslims entirely unreliable in our nation. The point is he will blame you for something else.
Okay, your voice.
Okay.
The contrary point is he will blame you for something else.
Yeah.
What will he blame you for? For intentional oath. That's what he will blame you for.
Yeah, he will blame you if you break the international oath.
Yeah, intentional oath.
Yeah, intentional
So
oath.
only what you intend to commit to, if you don't do, he will blame you. What you say, look, I am doing taqiyya right now. I'm not intending to commit to this, but I'm only signing this document right now because these fellows, I have to take the plane to bomb the plane, and if I don't sign, they won't even let me in. And so I am not intending to commit to this, but for these clowns who are in the Home Office and for the British Prime Minister who is clueless, I am signing this and I am taking the plane. So if you intend to commit to it, Allah will take you seriously. He will want you to fulfill what is intentional. But when you say, look, I am not intending to, but I am anyway signing, he won't take you to task. And so you can sign a document, get a visa where you say you are not a terrorist even though you want to be, as would any Muslim.
Sorry, why are you saying that as of any Muslims?
Well, every Muslim is supposed to be a jihadi, you know this.
No, what are you on
Okay,
about?
we'll discuss this in a few minutes. But let me give another example right now, because we have come to an impasse on this example.
Okay,
So
yeah,
in
give me
relation
another
to,
example then.
yeah, let me give you another example. Yeah,
Can I have the mic?
1 second. No. Wait. If you want to have a mic, you can buy online. Now here, if you want to engage in a conversation, you can come in and provide your explanation any moment.
Yeah,
If you
yours
want
is
to,
good.
you can come in. You don't need a mic. Even if your dawah script says so, don't do that.
Yeah, just join in. Yeah.
Even if your dawah script says so, don't do that, because that's a bit silly. Hashim does this, Mansoor does this. Dawah script, what you received in your masjid.
Can you read the
Yeah. I'm reading another ayat.
the same one?
No, not
talk
same.
about that
We have moved on. Another one, Surah al-Maida, Surah 5, Surah al-Maida, ayat 89. Allah, the Islamic Mickey Mouse Allah will not impose blame upon you for what is meaningless in your oaths. But he will impose blame upon you for what you intended of oaths. What you intended, he will hold you account to. What you did not intend to, he won't hold you account to. Even if you sign. The signing is immaterial. Do you understand? You can sign a passport document just to please the clueless Keir Starmer, or you can sign a passport document to, appease the Home Office officials because they are clueless. They don't read the Quran, and therefore you can sign, get away with it. But you sign. But what it says is...
Signing is intentional.
Say again.
You can't sign something unintentional.
No, but listen to this carefully. If signing is intentional, oath itself must be intentional.
It's always intentional.
Okay, listen to me. If signing is intentional, oath itself must be intentional. But listen to what he says. Your Islamic Allah. Allah will not impose blame upon you for what is meaningless in your oaths, but he will impose blame upon you for what you intended of oaths. In other words,
The simple fact that you signed the document means you had intention. So that negates your
You
point.
can't unintentionally.
but listen to me carefully.
I've listened to you like 5 times, which I'm telling you.
Yeah. But just because you've listened 5 times, it doesn't mean you've understood.
I told
You have
you once,
misunderstood.
you don't understand.
You have misunderstood. I can clarify. Allah has 2 categories of oaths here. 2 categories here. Just to, my dear friend, please listen carefully, because you thought you understood something.
I'm listening,
and I'm
go ahead.
demonstrating to you that you haven't. Okay. And if you pay attention carefully, I'm going to read 2 statements, 2 separate statements, which gives 2 different oaths. According to you, there is only one oath. If you give an oath, you mean it. That's what you have in your mind.
No.
But
No,
Islam,
if you sign a document,
you mean it.
there's intention, right?
Yeah, sure. That's what you think. But listen to what Allah is saying. According to you, if you provide an oath, it's intentional according to you. But Allah thinks otherwise. The Mickey Mouse Islamic Allah thinks you can have an oath which is meaningful, and you can have another oath which is meaningless. 2 kinds of oaths. Let me read to you. Allah will not impose blame upon you for what is meaningless in your oath. Did you hear that? There is something called a meaningless oath.
Do you know what that means?
Excuse me, sir. I'll finish. Earlier you said there's only one category. Now you are learning. Please stay quiet and learn. Thank you. Allah will not impose blame upon you for what is meaningless in your oath, but will impose blame upon you for what you intended of oath. So there are two kinds of oaths. One, meaningful oaths. Another, meaningless oaths. Just because you've given an oath, please listen. Stay and respond, because earlier you were trying to excuse the Islamic Allah. You should have known, if you've read the Quran for any reasonable time, you should have known the Islamic Allah is defenseless. You should have known, despite,
Okay, just continue.
So please, two kinds of oaths. I am concerned right now about the first kind of oath, the meaningless oath,
Okay.
where you sign something, but it is not even worth the paper upon which you have signed.
Okay, can I respond?
So, like, you can respond once I finish my question.
Okay.
So, what kind of paper are we talking about? To a Muslim who likes Sharia.
Yes, you made.
Listen.
You said the
No,
same
please.
example.
Excuse me, sir.
You
Please.
said the same thing.
What did I say just 10 seconds ago?
You said it away to your
You can speak after I've asked my question. Now, please wait. Let me finish my question and then respond. Don't panic in the meantime. No, we have enough time to panic all the way through. So please delay as best as you can. What I'm saying is, in the first category of oaths, which is meaningless oath, what kind of oath are we talking about? Well, this is the kind of oath where you are a Muslim, you care only about Sharia, the UK's law is immaterial for you, you have no respect for the UK law, and therefore any document in the UK is...
Is this a question? Can you ask a question?
No.
You said
There
asked
is
a
something called punctuation. You haven't waited for me to finish.
You said wait until you ask
Excuse me,
the
sir.
question.
Until I finish, you won't
Ask the
know.
question.
Okay, don't panic. If you want
I'm
to
not
panic,
panicking.
please,
I'm waiting for the
please
question.
back up. The gentleman here could respond. If you want to panic,
You haven't
please.
asked the question.
I know, I
You're
understand.
preaching, you're just
And the reason is you have interrupted multiple times because you're panicking. Please listen. Your Islamic Allah, please give him time, and then he'll clearly come out as Mickey Mouse Allah. Please don't interrupt and become a Mickey Mouse along with him. Please don't. So stay focused, listen carefully. I am concerned about the first kind of oath, meaningless oath, which is the kind of oath that Muslims sign in the UK. Sign any document. Because Muslims care only about Sharia and the UK's law is meaningless, UK's authorities are not authorities for you, you don't have any respect anyway, you play your game to cheat all the way through. These are what are called unintentional or meaningless oaths. Passport documents, bank documents, mortgage documents, visa documents, all of these. What Allah is saying is when you sign the passport document and say, look, I swear an oath to my king, of allegiance to the king, your Islamic Allah knows you are clearly lying. It's a meaningless oath. And therefore he says, look, I won't hold you accountable to that oath. So in other words, the Islamic Allah makes Muslims entirely unreliable in our nation.